When someone gets caught for cheating in a sport, it's always something surprising. Mainly because most people think if you're good enough to play at a professional level, you wouldn't need to cheat to actually win the game. But most of the time when people cheat in a sport, only people in that community or people who are interested in that sport actually knows about the situation or care. But for some weird reason, there are some sports out there where if someone cheats in it, the whole world is talking about it. Everyone knows about the story. A good example is something like esports. Every time when a player gets caught cheating, everyone in the gaming community is talking about it, wondering, how could someone go and do something like that? How dare you sit down on an esports stadium and you decide to cheat? That is completely unforgivable. And another example is something like chess. Something that I'm positive a lot of people have absolutely no clue how to play because it's extremely complicated and just not really that fun, to be honest. But if someone gets caught for cheating in chess, everyone is talking about it all over the world. Because for some weird reason, it just seems like a sport that no one will dare to cheat in. And I don't really know why it has that status. But that's just something that me and a lot of other people feel, that no one will even try to cheat in chess. That's just something you don't do. That's the main reason why when I think it was last year or maybe around at the beginning of this year, I don't even know, time is just moving and I'm having an extremely hard time keeping track. When the whole chess cheating situation was going around, every single person was talking about it because it was something really surprising. One of the best chess players in the world suddenly just lashes out at his opponent saying that he's cheating and I don't want to play with him anymore. And a lot of people in the chess community and even people outside were wondering, how did this guy cheat? Is this person telling the truth? Is he going crazy? What's going on? And that situation was always interesting to me, mainly because of the conclusion that everyone came down to on how the guy ended up cheating. It was something absolutely insane. So basically, the canon opinion, something that thousands of people agree with, was the way how the guy ended up cheating in the chess tournament was with an anal bead that he put inside of his butt to send vibrations so he can play the right moves. And that just made no sense to me, how so much people agreed with that. When I first heard that going around, I thought no one would believe this. I mean, that just sounds absolutely insane, because to me, I don't know if I'm extremely dumb, that just makes absolutely no sense. How does this piece of technology that you put inside of your hole knows what the opponent doing? Like what? When you put it in there, it opens like a portal inside of your body that goes to your eyes, and the technology that's in there knows what your opponent is doing so it can give you the right moves. And two, if it's something that's vibrated, would other people hear it? Because most items that vibrate are pretty loud. I mean, just take an electric toothbrush and turn it on. Even the ones that have like a silent features, or one that markets itself for not really being that loud, is still pretty loud, and a lot of people will be able to hear it. So unless they're putting it extremely deep up there, would other people in the event hear it? And two, how does the vibration works? What, when the opponent like moves his king, it sends like 2 vibrations throughout the body and the person knows what to move to counterpick with it? Like, it just makes no sense. And all the people trying to come down to a conclusion on how this technology will work was also very confusing. I remember one guy saying that, oh, someone inside of the whole event has a hidden camera that no one can see. Well, if someone inside of the whole chess event is holding a hidden camera, would he get caught? Like, who did this guy hire? The Ghost Runner? Because he's the only person who can somehow go inside of a chess event with cameras and security and somehow not get caught. That just made no sense to me, but everyone just believed it. They just read the headlines, heard some YouTubers talk about it, and they went like, yeah, this 100% makes sense, and this is exactly what this guy did. He needs to somehow prove that he didn't do this, and that just made no sense to me. It was always just a very confusing and just wild story. Well, would you believe me if I say something like that ended up happening again, but it wasn't something as intense. This ended up happening around on the other side of the world, where in the Chinese chess competitive field, there is currently drama going on because someone who decided to compete ended up losing his championship because of bad behavior. Now, when this guy was playing, he was accused for cheating, and when people were bringing up how did this guy cheat, the anal bead tactic ended up being brought up again. Some people were saying that, he must have learned from that other guy and decided to use the same technology, the same tactic to cheat, which still makes no sense. So we don't really know if the guy cheated, but one thing that we do know is that he pooped inside of a bathtub, and that is the main reason why he ended up getting all of his reward and his championship taken away, because he decided to poop inside of a bathtub, which is very interesting. Now, they didn't show any picture or proof of this happening, not that I really want to see any at all, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be something really disgusting, and that's the last thing I'll want to see, just a big steamy one inside of a bathtub. That's just really gross and disgusting, but I think it's very interesting that he decided to do that, and that what got his reward taken away, because I'm positive there's a lot of sports players and athletes who did way more worse stuff than just pooping inside of a bathtub. I mean, they did also say that he was a little bit goofy, that he may have been a little bit drunk, but I still think that is extremely insane that they saw that he did that and they were like, no, that reward that you won, you cannot have anymore. We're going to take it away from you. But I still think it's crazy that because of that whole scandal that ended up happening not so long ago, every single time when people cheat in chess, a lot of people always think about it. Is this another situation where we have an anal bead at play? Did someone else decide to use that secret, terrible technology so they can go and ruin the holy game of chess? But either way, this is just a story that I heard and I just had to talk about it. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.